welcome back.
Hello, everyone.
There's been a few developments in the studio the past 2 weeks.
Yep. We're missing someone.
Yeah, although I had to be told, I didn't notice at first.
I don't think many people did until maybe 10 minutes ago when people started coming into the studio. But it's a problem. We can't lose him. Like, he's a vital member of our community team.
And at Christmas, at all times of years.
He has tenure.
Yeah, do love a good Christmas mystery though.
But this is Dundee Community Broadcast. Welcome back, at least 4 Prets production. I'm Nathan, the technical guy.
Hello, I'm Kieran.
I'm John.
Our main 2 hosts.
Yeah. Usually I introduce the show, but
well, you didn't.
Someone's overstepped.
You didn't do it, so I had to do something.
John doesn't look too happy to be here.
No. Well, he's sad, and for a good reason.
His best friend's gone.
Yeah. The glue holding this operation together.
No. I mean, as bad as it is that our lead head of weather has gone away.
Haywire.
Hey, weather.
Hey, weather.
No, my real problem's the journey here.
Fair weather.
Yeah.
What's the problem here?
Well, it was bad. I didn't enjoy it.
Was it bad, or was it more of just, like, was the roads clear?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
so you were pretty good there.
It was cold, though.
Like, yeah.
You were in a car.
Yeah. If you drive here and it's a 5-minute walk here? Not even.
You own cars. You know how it's like to have to get a car ready to go in the winter.
Yeah, but you're coming here to do a service to the community.
Yeah,
bring people together.
Community service.
Yeah. Because this is court mandated for John. He has to be here.
I would love to see that from now on. It's a court mandate of people being like, what are you going to do? So you've either you can go clean up the A9, or you can go join the community broadcast.
You can star in your own radio show.
You can do the late shift. 0 listeners.
It's like 3 till like 4 in the morning. No one's on.
It's just lorry drivers. That's your main audience doing the long haul.
Never long. The lorry drivers are never in range long enough for you to get like a full show in. So you're always just.
They catch 30 seconds to 20 minutes of your.
How fast are they going?
Yeah, there's a counter on the wall, and every time someone listens in, it goes up, and it just goes 1 up, down, 1 down, 1 down.
Welcome to our only listener so far. Oh no, they're gone.
He gets a call and he's all excited. He answers it, and it's the wrong number, and he's like, oh, why? Just talk to me, please.
I have to do this for 6 more months.
Well, what we've been hinting at is that the one and only Keith?
I thought it was Kenneth.
Kyle? What was his name?
Sorry about K.
Colin?
Weatherfork. Weather knife? He's got a puppet. He's missing.
Yeah, he's missing.
Other utensils are available.
And we don't know where he's gone. We found a sock shredded and left around the studio. Just sort of notes.
Does that mean the reason Kenneth is missing is because of someone in the office?
Someone murdered Jerome.
Is that its name?
I think so. Justin.
Jerome, the puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, it couldn't have been inflicted by Kevin.
No. Or Kyle.
Or Kenneth.
But
sorry.
Go.
No, thank you. No, I was just going to say that unlike normal circumstances when things like this go ham, you phone the police and they get involved.
No.
But at this radio, we like to do things ourselves.
Because John is he's an tenuous thing here that if there's, criminal activity reported at the place he's doing community service, he could be, in the slammer by the end of the week. So
the community slammer.
We've had to outreach. Yeah.
Community outreach.
All the way to New Jersey.
The community of New Jersey.
Yeah.
So we're doing this in-house and we're bringing in our own detective to settle differences and hopefully get to the bottom of this before we lose John.
Yeah.
Should we bring him in, I think?
I'll bring him in.
Are you bringing him
I'll
in?
go get him.
As an aside, though, is there a name for investigating a crime when you're not law enforcement? Is that also
fraud?
a crime?
Not to jump in on this, right? But John, I'm going to ask you a question, right?
I'll go get him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Before we get this guessing, right? Is it why do you think it's illegal, right, to fake your own death? Like, do you think it should be illegal? Because what you really doing wrong, unless you're like faking death for a good reason.
I mean, tax evasion.
But could you, in theory, get sent to jail for murder for killing yourself?
Is there a body?
I don't know, possibly.
If you killed someone in the attempt of creating,
But could you do manslaughter
faking
then?
your own death?
You want to talk about murder?
Oh.
Hey, you can't smoke in here.
Don't worry, it's a vape cigarette.
That's a cigar.
That's right, I'm chomping on a steamy Cuban. That's right, it's me, Detective Flombax, and if you want to talk about murder, you've got the right man in.
So, we brought you in today. I don't know, has anyone told you why you're here?
I hear there's a case.
Yeah, we
A case
flew
of
him.
brewing.
We flew you in all the way from New Jersey and didn't tell you anything about the crime that needs to be investigated.
But I'm quite used to that. I've gone to the far reaches of Barbados. I've traveled the jungles of Birmingham. I've been around the globe and back again. And you know what? I'm the best. And that's why you boys have flown me in here. Now tell me about this case.
You're also very affordable.
It's cheaper than the flights over.
It's the 12 divorces. But I'll tell you something. It's kept me in work. And it's kept me from the dark void of depression. So tell me about this case.
Okay, so our local weatherman, name unclear,
Kenneth starts with a K.
A man of many names, huh?
Yeah, basically.
I see.
No, there's one name. We haven't figured
It's a
out
K
exactly
Weather
which it is.
something. K is the first name.
Oh.
Weather is partial of the second name. And we don't know first part, second half.
I like this. He could be anyone. He could be anywhere.
Yes.
Yes.
He is our show's weatherman and unwanted puppeteer.
It's puppeteer as well.
A man of puppets, huh?
Yes.
So I believe people came in earlier, and it was noticed that one of his puppets were on the floor, shredded. We would say murdered in this kind of setting.
You had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. Murder, huh? This reminds me of the great puppet disaster of 1973. I was in Kilimanjaro, within Kilimanjaro. I was through the tunnels, through the mine shaft, and I was looking for the master puppeteer known as Richard. His puppets had been all around the world.
What does this have to do with the dead puppet, though?
Well, they were puppets killing people.
So this is a puppet that was killed, presumably by a person. There's
Were
not a
there-
lot of puppets around Dundee.
Was there any twine at the scene of the crime?
Oh, I don't know. The cleaners got it.
Yeah, it was swept up and binned.
Our number one suspect, the cleaner.
Yeah. I mean, she's a nice woman, but I don't think she would, like, go on and kill a puppet.
Sorry, this cigar. I'll have to investigate her. I'll have to question her. Tell me more about this Keith, Kenneth, Kyle, Colin, Weatherfork.
I mean, the best way to describe the man is... What's the word?
There.
Yeah, he was about... He's hired for... No one really knows why we hired him. But he's here. We've got to bring him in.
Well,
It's
no,
just-
he comes from before the current owners of the studio bought the studio. He was like grandfathered in,
Yeah.
was my understanding.
You could say he has tenure.
Yes, he has tenure.
We can't get rid of him. But in theory we have, but not us doing the getting rid of. He
I
himself
suspect
is...
he comes with the lease to the building.
Yes.
Now, this seems almost insurance-based now, as if you two, who seem quite against the idea of Keith, Kenneth, Kyle, Colin Weatherfork, may have bumped him off?
No. We are not against Kenneth himself. We are against the puppets. The puppets are a bit much.
And his general attitude.
What's his general attitude?
Like, wet.
Wet.
Kinda sad.
Sad. A wet blanket. A downer.
Yeah, see, it's like if you got out of the shower and were like dripping wet, and you went to pick up your towel and it was soaking wet, and it'd be that feeling.
And then you went to get your spare towel, also soaking wet.
Right.
And so you put on the hairdryer, but it was actually a water gun. And so you
a cavalcade
roll on the carpet, and
of
the carpet
dampness.
And then like the window fell out, so it's cold and snow was getting in. You like, it's like hypothermia basically.
He sounds like the worst.
Yeah,
like the worst.
You would never invite him to a works night out.
Why have you asked me to find him?
Without incriminating myself, yes, the worst.
Right. Okay. Do you have any leads as to where he might have gone?
That's what we hired you for.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I need someone to work off here. I've got a dead puppet. I got a missing Weatherman. I've got a cleaner who's done the evidence. I've got 2 prime suspects right here.
You're a detective, ain't you?
That I am, sir.
So detect!
I shall. I shall go and detect right now. I'll be back soon with my findings. Goodbye, boys.
He left a cigar.
Sometimes I wonder where we get our people from. Like, that wasn't even like a Craigslist type detective we had. That was like bottom of the... We scraped the barrel.
We found him on Facebook Marketplace, if you'd believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Selling his services.
I mean, if he gets the
he
job
was selling
done.
like an old car, but like part of the description was him also offering detective services.
It comes with a solved crime.
I know we don't have a big budget here, but we could have like sprung out for like, I don't know, could have made it fun, like a Barry Chuckle. I feel like we could get Barry Chuckle. No,
He goes around the unis. I'm sure he'd come in.
Is Barry Chuckle the one that's alive? Or
I don't know. I can't remember.
whatever Chuckle brother is still alive.
Paul, Barry,
I think it's. I don't know. Whatever one's alive.
Harry.
That's really like dark, like the alive Chuckle Brother.
The remaining. Chuckle Brother, comma, the remaining.
Whatever one. He would have been quite a good detective. Or Daniel Craig.
I think Barry Chuckle is about the level of celebrity we can get. I think Daniel Craig is a bit, you know.
If you
Wait,
pitch him.
Not that one is better than the
There
other.
exists the level of celebrity that you think that we could acquire.
Yes, definitely.
How it goes through like A to Z of celebrity. Like if you're a Z celebrity, you're basically just someone on the street corner. We can't even get Z. We go below that.
We had Robo Boy on. He's like a multi-billionaire. We have some pretty
Then why had I
celebrities
never
on.
heard of him before then?
That's because he's, you know,
Sometimes
doesn't like flaunt his cash.
So how does that make him a celebrity?
A secret celebrity.
A
Can
dude
you be a
with money?
A what?
Can you be a secret celebrity?
I don't. I think
Because I think the term of the term celebrity, you've got to be like
you've got to be known. I don't know.
Banksy?
True.
Like
It is a moniker though.
Yeah.
like technically, we could be classed as celebrities.
Very, very.
I hope not.
very, very unknown celebrities. Well, I mean, Detective Flombax is sniffing around out there, and you know.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be pulled into the... He's currently questioning everyone in the waiting room,
Yeah.
despite none of them having been in the studio before.
Half of them are just here for interviews. The other half are just here because we give free tea and coffee to people, like a homeless community.
They discontinued that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was Kenneth's idea to discontinue it.
Why are we searching for this man?
What? No.
He just, you know,
He started the tea and coffee thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, who ended it then?
I don't know, but it did happen as we came in.
Close to the time he disappeared. The plot thickens.
I mean, I'm not going to accuse the guy who pays my wages.
Right, well, we got a few more guests to
Yeah, so
chuck around at this.
So our next one, we're bringing in a councillor from Dundee City Council.
Oh, God.
He asked to be here.
Yeah.
This is the first guest who we haven't asked, but he has asked himself to come on.
Right, as like a representative.
Yeah, basically.
Jeez.
I think he's friends with that Miss Dunbar lassie.
Friends?
Yeah.
Wow.
Friends, or they know each other. I don't know.
She had a lot to say about the council.
Maybe they're not. Maybe they just. I don't know if they're just like. They could be. I don't know if. I wouldn't. Enemy seems like a harsh word.
She threw around some accusations. That's why he's here. Right, shall I go get him then?
Yeah, bring him in.
What's his name?
Where's the sheet? Let me find it.
Yeah, just so I know what to call him out there.
If you could have
Rupert.
That's
bin that
that's
cigar while you're at it.
Yeah, get rid of that.
I
It's
feel like that's evidence. At least Detective Flombax may see it as evidence.
Yeah, don't chuck it. He might batter you in the way.
Even though it is filling up with smoke in
Yeah,
here,
can we at least put it out?
We can open a window.
I mean,
just
we're in a soundproof room.
Yeah, that's okay.
We're in a there is no window
Just
to
crack
open.
a window. Yeah, it's you. You're up. Is this where I sit?
Yes, please.
That is the seat.
Yes.
It has, engineer/guest on it.
Not as comfortable as the ones at the council offices, but I suppose it will do. I am here today. My name is Rupert. I work for Dundee City Council, and I believe that this radio show has put out some strange and very untrue slander against us. Something along the lines of cultists.
I mean, in all fairness, yes. However, we were not the ones that made the accusations. A little old woman made the accusations.
Ms. Dunbar.
We basically just vocalised her opinion.
Well, as the host of this show, you're giving a platform to slander and propaganda, and I think you should take responsibility. As Dundee City Council can neither confirm nor deny that there is any traces of cultist behaviour going on.
But, you can never say never to things.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not as if our door is not open to the possibility of cultist behaviour. However, I can neither confirm nor deny at this stage in time there is any cultist behaviour going on at Dundee City Council. Neither are there tunnels working their way throughout the city in which the Dundee bureaucracy navigates and hands out flyers. This is untrue.
Well, just getting back to the tunnels.
This is the first I've heard of flyers being handed out.
I've heard of the tunnels, but the tunnels are a very big conspiracy theory throughout Dundee.
It is false.
We
We have definitely not paid or underpaid workers to excavate the bowels of Dundee and form a nexus of interconnecting tunnels, allowing quick and efficient bureaucracy.
I mean, surely that's a good thing.
It would be a very good thing, however, it is untrue.
I would take the opinion of... Would you... Right, here's a question. Would you rather the tunnels or the cultists?
No, that is tricky.
You can have both.
You can't have both.
No, you can have both.
Oh, I can have both.
You can have both.
Oh, you're spoiling me. Well, perhaps if the... No, wait, hang on. You're trying to trick me.
No.
There are no cultists and there are no tunnels. You can't fool me.
What about the statue by the tenements?
By the tenements
Up by-
and the allotments in Tannadice.
That one.
That heinous work of anti-Dagon, of Cthulhu statuary, that's barbaric, and the council is working through the wheels of bureaucracy to be able to tear it down, for it is I can't say godly. It is unbureaucratic. Paperwork first, paperwork last, and in the middle, And in the
A
middle...
creamy filling.
Precisely. That's how we make a bureaucracy sandwich.
So getting back to, we want to know your opinions on Miss Dunbar. Since you've gone through all of that, you've made your point. Yous aren't a weird cult, tunnelists, creamy people. They're like creamy fillings.
No, yes, I hate creamy fillings.
Creamy people.
I mean, he said it, not me.
You said it.
I was just saying what he said.
Dundee City Council is not now, nor have they ever been creamy people.
Oh, that should be their new slogan. I would take that. We should bring that to the
I
t-shirt.
refuse to admit that Dundee City Council are creamy people.
Well, I'm sorry about this. We didn't see this going this way.
We do not enjoy eclairs. We do not enjoy French fancies. We are not at any time creamy people.
I think we've set this councillor off, and that's just what happened. See, when you want to come on a radio show, we break it.
Profiteroles? Never heard of them. I vehemently refuse that we are a creamy crop.
I'm not quite sure how to respond to that outburst.
This is what happens. Welcome to Dundee City. This is why we do this for the people. Anyway, so
Miss Dunbar,
yes,
a very creamy person.
she was when she left.
Loves a profiterole.
Yeah. So her and I don't know if you've known, but her and we have a late occurrence person who's just went missing called a man named Kenneth, Kyle, Connor, Catherine.
Dundee City Council has never heard that name before.
No?
No.
It's giving off kind of vibes that you do.
We have no idea who one Kenneth Weatherfork, born 20 Crutchley Lane, December 1957, is.
I mean, we don't know where he lives or when he was born, so...
I mean, yeah, but you can't really...
1957.
I mean...
But we don't know that.
That might as well be true, but...
See, we don't know if he had a puppet either, possibly.
We have no knowledge on his array of 27 hand-stitched sock puppets. We have no information on that.
No?
Is that including the one that was shredded earlier today?
Yes, we have no knowledge on that.
Do you have any knowledge on who possibly did it?
Precisely zero knowledge on the person, Sandy Toots March, who definitely did not capture Kenneth Weatherfork. We have no knowledge on that whatsoever, and we are not creamy people.
I feel like we should be writing this down.
Yeah, like, it's worth the write, but it's done now. I'm not going to remember anything you said.
Why would you write it down? I've just said we have no knowledge on these things.
Yeah, we're just going to write down the things that you don't know, so we know what you do know.
Thank
Because
you.
we don't want to, like, ask you the same questions.
Hang on a second. What's happened here?
You're trying to trick me!
You've bamboozled me. You and your wily investigative journalism ways. You've made me say things that aren't true and that could be held against me. This is an outrage. I'm leaving immediately, and I will be reporting this through the through the bureaucracy. I'm going now.
I get back Professor Snape.
Professor, that was Rupert.
You can't admit he sounded like Professor Snape that whole time. That I don't remember a single thing. I just kept thinking I could just see Professor Snape in my head.
There's one thing I do remember. Creamy people.
Dundee City Council are not and will never be creamy people, apparently. And
Gosh, that really could be a t-shirt.
Well, well done. You got a lot out of him.
And neither of us
I
tried.
was trying to think how to get him to stop, actually.
He just sort of kept going.
Yeah, we didn't actually. I didn't purposely. Like, again, we don't want. Well, I know we don't want to find them, but it's like I'm not eager to like.
He's just sort of accidentally helping.
I mean, I figured that, like, he'll find his own way home.
Yeah, he's like a lost dog. He'll come back.
Yeah.
Or like a cat.
Use his nose.
Put a saucer of milk out.
He does
the
have
back
9
door.
lives and has used 4 of them.
He's got a white life. He's got 5 left.
Yeah, should we get Detective back in to inform of those developments, or should we just sort of, let him find out on his own? He is talking to him right now.
Bring him back in. We've got a couple of minutes before our break, so
Okay.
We'll bring him back in.
I'll go get him. Yeah, you're up. Yep, come on. Boys, what's happened to my cigar?
Oh, we have to get rid of it. It's fire safety hazard.
What the hell? Luckily, I've got 27 more.
Oh, yeah.
27?
I'm gonna smoke 2 at a time. 2 cigars. One mouth. Here we go.
Didn't Rupert just say 27 puppets? That's...
Strangely suspicious.
Yeah.
How's it going, boys? What have you found out?
Where were you the time of the...
I was
puppeting?
investigating the murder scene, and I found out something very peculiar.
Oh.
There were traces of candy cane and gingerbread at the scene.
I mean, it is the season. Everyone's eating.
This is getting too Christmassy for my liking. Well, we had a guest on. I don't know if you saw him on the way out.
Did you hear the Rupert interview?
I did.
Sounded a bit
I was
like-
listening through the tannoy. It's blasting all throughout the university.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything he said? Because we forgot to write stuff down.
I wasn't listening. I was consumed with candy cane traces.
Okay,
And
so
cigar smoke.
Precisely.
he said something about being a creamy person. There was possible
Creamy
tunnels.
person.
Possible tunnels.
Possible tunnels, you say?
None of this is relevant.
And a man or a woman named Sandy. That's all I remember.
Sandy Tootsmarch, I believe.
Possible.
I'm glad someone was listening.
Yeah.
I'll have to track her down. Well, thank you for the information, boys. It's just turning more and more Joker, and it's not supposed to be.
How could it be Joker? 2 cigars? Puff puff?
Puff, puff, indeed.
Which is going around all fictional characters. Today, we've got Professor Snape, Joker.
I also found another lead.
What was that? You should bring us into...
I seem to have turned into a goldfish.
The studio is just filled with perfect rings of smoke.
It's kind of cool, to be honest.
My other lead is a business card
Oh.
leading to one Grandfather Christmas.
Oh,
So you're saying you found... I'm assuming you found this at the scene of the crime.
Precisely. The scene of the crumbs.
You found candy canes,
Yeah.
gingerbread crumbs,
Oh, yeah.
and a business card for Grandfather Christmas.
Grandfather Christmas.
Doesn't that sound awfully convenient?
Nah, I like it. I like where this is going.
I think
Wait,
you should get him in.
So you think that that has merit because it sounds interesting?
Yeah. Yeah, everything. Why wouldn't it?
You never read a detective novel?
Yeah.
It's always the one that's the most fun for it to be.
It's what makes the plot interesting. Be pretty boring if it was over in 10 pages.
Yeah,
Grandfather Christmas.
Like that's why you never read a detective novel and it ends in 2 seconds because I've seen CCTV cameras at the boy's face and it's like, oh, it's done.
We have CCTV cameras.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. There's...
I'll go check the tapes. See ya, boys!
What do you mean, Kieran? There's any CCTV cameras?
I don't think they've worked in years. They're like VHS stuff. Like I don't think it works.
Okay.
Grandfather Christmas? What?
Ooh.
And with that, we'll go to a break.
Okay, we'll give Grandfather Christmas a phone call and see if he'll come in during the break.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
Hey guys, it's me, Detective Flombax. I'm here sunning myself on the lovely beaches of New Jersey, and I'm just here to inform you that in the absence of Kenneth Weatherfork, the following music has been cut due to copyright issues. If you would like the full Dundee community broadcast experience, please look up the song Barung Kahatun. That's B-U-R-U-N-G space K-A-H-A-T-U-N by Rudy Van Dam and the Royal Rhythmics. Back to the mystery.
And welcome back.
Hi. So, We got on the horn to Grandfather Christmas,
Yeah, we sent the intern to go find them.
and he was surprisingly very eager to come on down. I'm concerned. I expect he has something he wants to talk about that isn't relevant to the case.
Oh my
Quite
god.
possibly.
Ready,
This
folks,
is going to
to
be... I mean, it's almost like the opposite of Miss Dunbar, but it is a Miss Dunbar situation.
go off on an absolute tangent. Things are going to go places that you don't know where they're going to go.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
but
ready.
before all that, he's flying on down in... I don't know what he flies.
But he's coming.
Maybe he stole his son's sled?
Yeah, I think he may have hijacked Christmas, but I'm not sure.
He was.
Did
he
you
was-
just... What, did you find that on Twitter or something?
Yeah, there's a whole chase scene going on at the moment. I think people are in hot pursuit of Grandfather Christmas.
All right. Well, before all that, it is that time of
the show?
the show.
That's the word.
Yeah, the thing
Bringing the best.
when
Part of
Kenneth
this
would
show.
normally. I think it's Kenneth
Yeah.
would normally present the weather,
Hmm.
and although Kenneth can't be here today
Hmm.
on account of him being missing, presumed kidnapped,
We've got the next best thing for you.
This is, yeah.
it's Nathan, the technician.
Um,
He has a
not a trained meteorologist.
glove that he's put some mascara on.
Yep. I'll try my best.
Kenneth wasn't a trained meteorologist either. Don't worry.
So, hi. Time for the weather. Do I have a jingle?
Jingle, John, jingle.
There's no jingle.
Do I have a
Oh,
jingle?
okay.
Oh, right. Okay. Hello and welcome to the weather.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, thank you. It's cold. And I have a puppet.
What's the puppet's name?
Give us a name.
Margaret.
Okay.
Margaret the Second.
What, this is a second?
I'm not sure.
Okay, just go with it.
Okay.
It's your first time, don't worry.
Okay.
Just ease into it.
Yep. So, hello, Margaret. How are you? I can't do voices.
Just do your own voice. It's okay.
Just do my own. I'm good, thanks. It's cold out there. Thanks, Margaret. Yeah. So that's the weather.
That's it.
And that's Nathan,
Thanks.
our temporary, hopefully. Well, I mean, it was better than Kenneth's performance. They have to say that.
Yes, maybe. I don't really listen while I'm doing the technical stuff. I just kind of bring the guests in and then push sliders.
Push button.
I don't really know what I'm doing.
Maybe next time we should just read off like BBC.
Yeah, hijack someone else's news segment.
Other
Just play that.
state-funded news websites,
Yeah.
news
Are available.
services aren't available.
Baby.
We're the only radio station for hundreds of miles.
Yeah. True, like, gorilla, gonzo.
Pathaya.
Pathaya?
Yeah.
What's
I
that
don't know,
mean?
you were just naming names.
Oh, right. Journalism.
Gonzo.
Oh,
What
The
are you- Muppets.
we should get the Muppets on.
Now, that would have been smart.
I
To
do
bring the
love
Muppets in to track down the puppeteer.
The Muppeteer.
We should have thought of this.
Probably. There's time. We've got 25 minutes.
Is that the sound of sleigh bells and police sirens?
It seems like Grandfather Christmas has arrived. I'll go let him in, boys.
So I'll give,
All right, open the chimney, the chimney hatch.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you a bit of background
Bit of fire,
information while he's getting the guest. This guy is called Grandfather
No, I think they like
Christmas.
the challenge when you stoke the fire.
Okay, I'll burn it more. More coal.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah, the fireplace in the corner of the studio that's been roaring away this whole time.
Oh, his name's Grandfather Christmas, and he's a billionaire. Our research team don't really give us much. They just Google his net worth.
Oh, that's him. He's coming down the chimney. You're right, boys.
People do like to make a big entrance in this show. We should really just
My back's not what it used to be.
get a better door for a doorman.
Bloody hell. Right. You wanted me on the show, did you?
Yeah, your name came up in an investigation that we're concluding.
Well, it's been a few of those through the years. but I am Grandfather Christmas, father of Father Christmas.
How's he doing these days?
Don't get me started, son. No,
Working too hard?
No. That boy has driven my enterprise into the ground.
So,
How can you run Christmas and stuff?
how long has the current Father Christmas been running the show?
For around 25,000 years.
So you've been out of the game for that long?
Yes,
About as long as recorded history.
precisely.
When did you do Christmas?
Before even the existence
Long
of
ago.
Jesus Christ.
Christmas back in my day was never a for-profit affair. You see, we were philanthropic, if that's the correct word.
I think it is.
Okay. And Father Christmas, my son, has done nothing but purchase and buy and sell. You know how much he paid Jesus to get the 25th of December?
How much?
More than you can imagine, Sonny.
I mean, I can imagine a big number.
I built that charity from my own sweat and tears.
Our research team just said that you're a billionaire.
Well, I did sell it to my son.
So how did he get the money to buy it from you?
For quite a substantial profit. I sold it as he turned it into a business.
But like, where did he get the money?
I wouldn't ask and go into his finances.
I think he was an Amazon reseller.
He definitely didn't.
25,000 years ago. Amazon Basin.
He definitely didn't buy the company off me for a minimal price and then sell it back for a much higher price, and then I bought it off him. There is no evidence of embezzlement or fraud at the Christmas company.
No?
No. And I disregard any claims that there is.
Okay.
You been paying your taxes recently?
Of course. Of course. Always got to pay your taxes, boys.
Yeah, there's a tax man outside.
We do have a representative of Dundee City Council.
Do I?
Yeah.
One that's on my payroll and one that's on his own.
I don't know. But by the sounds of it, we actually don't know with this, but we could ask him many questions and he just denies them.
Why was it you wanted me here, boys?
Okay. So, we're, I guess, involved in the investigation
Yes.
of the disappearance and also murder.
We've become a true crime podcast.
Wow.
Disappearance of our weatherman,
Yes.
Kenneth Weatherfork, I think, is what we've nailed it down as.
Ooh.
And Kenneth
The murder of his puppet, Jerome.
Never heard the name. Never heard of a puppet named Jerome. That sounds ridiculous.
Who would name a puppet Jerome?
Precisely. You'd name him something like Santa Claus Jr., for I am the puppeteer.
Huh. Well,
I am the master of puppets.
Just a quick question. Were you here earlier this morning?
I can neither confirm nor deny that without my solicitor present. I'm here to promote my new business.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I love these. Bring it on. Here we go.
What's your new business?
My new business
Like
is...
Dragon's Den.
Yes.
I
I understand.
We don't get a choice in whether or not it's accepted.
I understand that you have quite the outreach here at Dundee Jam.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm needing investment from the general public. It's called Crombus.
Crombus.
Let's run with Columbus. I like the name.
The logo's the shape of a rhombus.
And it's a direct rival to Christmas.
What day's on?
Yeah, what day's it on?
It's on July 14th.
That's not a very good day.
I think it's hard to take.
I mean, like that's like a few days after the 10th of July.
14th of July is hard to take. It'll no work.
Why? What's it taken by?
The States.
States?
Aye.
That's the 4th of July, son.
Sorry, my bad.
Well, I thought it was the 10th of July.
there we go.
Both wrong.
The idea is to have a competing Christmas during summer. Well, at least the Western Hemisphere summer. The Northern Hemisphere summer. Thank you, son. Therefore, spreading out the profits that can be made for Christmas. Because as you see, you can only start seeing Christmas-related products by the earliest, at least late October. Now, my thinking is there's 3/4 of the year left, which isn't being dedicated to Christmas.
So you want to jump in there with Crumbus?
So what's
You
Crumbs?
remember that song? I wish it could be Christmas every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's our goal at Crombus.
I feel like there's some kind of copyright issue in being like, hey, we're Christmas, but...
No, we're not Christmas. We're
It's
legally
Crombus.
distinct Crombus.
Right, but like you're comparing every aspect of your business to Christmas.
So
You're right.
Damn. Damn.
Sorry, Crombus will take the first half of the year. Christmas will take the second half of the year. And thus forth, we will have Crombus every day.
what's your marketing tools? Like what you? Because Christmas is all like snowy and like trees.
A competitive, highly competitive soda drink company is going to be representing us for half the year before they switch over to the lesser known Christmas.
Wait, so you're saying that this drinks company
Yes, thank you.
will be marketing with two, would you say opposing holidays?
I would say legally distinct.
Right, you've said legally distinct a few times.
Yes, because it's important that you don't get them confused and the lawyers don't come knocking at my door.
Have they already been knocking at your door?
I don't see why they would.
Because it's legally distinct.
Precisely.
Right, so what happens on Crombus?
Crombus, well, the family gathers around and they play Russian roulette.
They gather around a Crombus tree?
Well done. Which is a legally distinct Norwegian pine.
Are they growing at that time?
I mean, trees grow all the time.
We
No,
have
but-
managed to lobby the Norwegian government to go against their anti-deforestation bill and be able to supply the world over with Crombus trees. Every day.
Wait, so
Every day.
Crombus is... There's not... You say the 14th of July, but you make it sound like it's every day.
You're catching on. You're catching on very well. In fact, you're so astute that I'd like to offer you a position at Crombus Limited.
I thought we were meant to be pitching. You were meant to be asking us for money. I thought this was Dragon's Den.
No, I'm just selling my business. I thought you were supposed to be asking me about a kidnapping I know nothing about, but here we are.
Crumbus was a bit more interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, we've been dragged in. So,
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Crombus.
regarding the position, you can get in touch with my agent. We'll
Oh, right.
negotiate.
Yes, I will.
But, so, Crombus.
Crombus.
They gather around the Crombus tree.
Yes, which is a Norwegian
Which is a
pine.
legally distinct Norwegian pine.
Thank you. See, it's good. It's
Distinct,
good.
distinct from what?
Distinct from a legally Norwegian pine.
Right. Illegally indistinct.
Yes.
Okay. And they play, what was it?
Russian roulette.
Russian roulette.
Legally distinct Russian roulette.
Yes, because
Prussian roulette.
that's not really that distinct.
Well, it's got a P at the start.
He's right.
As do the contestants.
And What?
Don't worry about it. You'll soon find out on the 14th of July.
I don't want to.
Yeah, well, you won't have a choice. It'll be Crombus.
Crombus is coming whether you like it or not. That's your tagline right there. Crombus is coming for you.
You won't be able to escape.
Okay, so is there any other Crombus traditions? Is there like a special Crombus meal?
There's a Crombus dance.
Right.
Yep. You like me to show you on this audio format?
Absolutely.
Okay, it goes, oh, Crombus.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
I think it'll sell. I have high hopes for Crombus.
You know who designed flossing?
Who?
Me. That was me.
That's pretty good, actually.
Grandfather Christmas made flossing.
I kind of like this. I've been told in the years to keep talking about this disappearance, but I'm quite liking this guy at the moment.
Hey, I'm pretty good, eh?
So on you go, John.
There's the snapping, and you say Crombus at the end of the dance.
Yes.
And how is that just done once?
It can be repeated up to 3 times, depending on the number of deaths in Prussian roulette.
Audio listeners should know at this point a producer is screaming at us through the window to stop talking about Crombus, but we've locked the door so he can't get it.
It's also, I mean, it's a soundproof. He could be screaming at us to keep talking about Crombus, you know?
By the way,
no, he's drawn up a piece of paper.
Do you want to show me the dance, boys, just to make sure that you've gotten on?
No, I don't.
I'd like to see it.
Why?
I think I'm alright.
Yeah.
Please dance now.
That was quite erotic, to be honest.
He's like
You remember?
50,000 years old.
Some people like that.
He's made of dust.
You can't discriminate against people.
I am actually made of dust. I am 1,000 million tiny dust particles formed into the form of Grandfather Christmas.
He doesn't work for Dundee City Council then.
Now show me the dance. Remember how it goes? Oh, Crombus. Well done.
Wow,
Beautiful,
that was
beautiful.
That's good. I'm gonna remember that one.
That's a good one.
That's gonna keep me up at night.
Now we play Prussian roulette.
We're not playing Russian.
Oh,
There,
I'll go first.
that chamber's. There wasn't a single empty chamber. That's not how you play that game.
This episode is...
Good thing it missed, right? And he's just having a nap.
I think he's dead, John. It was our only... We were given one job to interview with the main lead.
No, look, he's not dead. See, he's twitching.
What's this, boys? I heard another gunshot.
I think we've killed Father Christmas.
Oh my god! The floor's covered in dust!
Yeah, you're
Grandfather Christmas.
Grandfather Christmas was murdered?
He shot himself. He was trying to show us Krampus. You heard of it?
Krampus, yeah.
Krampus, yeah, I heard
With
of
a
it.
P.
I know the dance. It goes, ooh, Krampus. It's gonna catch on. I'm telling you.
Taken off.
That's Crombus.
So,
I have a lead.
thank God.
Wait, wasn't your lead Grandfather Krampus?
Well, he's dead now, so I gotta come up with a new one.
I mean, I assume it takes more than
Where
a
are my
bullet to
cigars?
stop Grandfather Christmas.
No, he's dead, John.
I mean,
he's gone.
if Father Christmas could be stopped by a bullet, I mean, he would have been shot down by the U.S. Air Force years ago.
I think he's... I don't know. Maybe he's just old. Maybe he wasn't actually... I don't
That's too many cigars, sir.
I got 3.
That's too many.
The cancer in my mouth is progressing at a very quick rate, but I can't stop. I'm sponsored
By cigars.
by cigars.
Not any specific brand of
Just in
cigars.
general, cigars.
I always got to be smoking a cigar at public appearances, press conferences and that.
Do you get a lot of those public appearances?
No. But I keep smoking them.
No. All right.
I got a lead.
Your lead.
I got a lead.
Hit us with it.
I got a phone call
Oh.
from Kenneth Weatherfork.
Why is he phoning you?
Where did you get your number?
Oh, I know Kenneth.
Oh.
We go way back.
You didn't tell us this.
He's a good guy. Yeah, well, you didn't get his name right.
That's very true.
Neither did you.
No, because I was going off your information.
We did give him bad information.
You gave me like 4 names.
I mean, his
Could have
name's
been anyone.
His name's not that rememberable.
But it's Kenneth.
Okay.
Kenneth Weatherfork. I know him. He's the puppeteer from Lancashire. Anyway, he called me, and he's left me a voicemail. Would you like me to play it for you now?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Hit
come on.
us
Play it directly into the radio.
Okay, here we go. Let me get up my 80s dial-up modem phone.
Play that voicemail.
It clearly does now.
Why is he winding it up?
You've reached the voicemail of Detective Flombax. Please leave a message. Hi, Detective Flombax. It's Detective Flombax. I'd like to access my voicemail, please. That's quite all right, Detective Flombax. Here we go. You have one message. You've already heard it. I'd like to hear it again. Hello. Is that you, Detective Flombax? I always knew this day would come. It's me, Kenneth Weatherfork, the puppeteer from Lancashire. I'm at the North Pole, and I've got this place rigged to blow. They all laughed at me. They all called me names behind me back. I know they did. Me and my puppet. I murdered Jerome. Anyway, it's quite cold here up at the North Pole. Snowy, with a chance of fire. I'll see you later, Detective Flombax. Do I just hang up or do... Oh, alright, bye. And that was the message, boys.
So, how long has that been in your voicemail?
Like 14 days?
14 days.
Yeah.
He's been gone that long. We really should check up on our staff more often.
Yeah, but like the puppet was only here yesterday. No, I mean earlier today.
I think... Have you been here in 2 weeks?
I mean, yeah.
This could have happened at any time in that time.
But I've been here.
I don't think you have.
I haven't seen Kenneth in 2 weeks. He stays in the vents or something, but
True.
the puppet hasn't been there.
I've got a theory, boys.
Yes.
Why should we trust anything you say?
Kenneth Weatherfork is a time traveler.
No, he's not.
It's the only way it can be explained.
What have you done to harm this man that he decides to phone you?
Yeah.
Well, he likes me.
But why did he
for
admit
you?
all of his crimes to you? You're a detective.
Yeah.
We go way back.
Okay.
We
How
used to
far
puppeteer
back?
together. He helped me catch...
The puppeteer of Kilimanjaro.
In Kilimanjaro.
In the mines of Kilimanjaro, underneath
Precisely.
Kilimanjaro.
He was my informant.
Do you even know where Kilimanjaro is?
Fiji.
Fiji.
It's not Fiji.
Well, that's where it was back in 1957, 73.
How old are you?
It was in Fiji. It's moved since then.
Right. From Fiji.
They dug up Kilimanjaro. From Fiji to Kenya.
No. You're pretty close though, so I'll give it to you.
Thanks. They must have moved it again. But it seems like Kenneth has the North Pole hostage. And just before Christmas.
Isn't that really convenient for Crombus?
Just a little bit.
Maybe Kenneth's been put up to it.
What's this? The dust is moving.
I knew the guns couldn't stop him.
It's going back up the fireplace. Up the chimney. There it goes.
Are you sure that's not your cigar smoke?
You'll never catch me, boy.
Oh, no, it
I did think there was something wrong with him, but I quite like the man.
So, despite... I'm confused.
So am I.
I guess we're going to the North Pole.
I might come in with you, boys.
Okay, we
mean-
may as well. It's on, the radio's paid for
You're
it,
the
I
one
guess.
that owns the the seaplane that can get to the North Pole.
So I do. All aboard, boys.
And-
We're going on a Christmas adventure.
Never been more or less excited for something in my life. But yay!
See you in 2 weeks' time.
This has been Dundee Radio Broadcasting.
I'm locked in. Yeah, honeycomb.
Well, outro, John.
This has been Radio Broadcasting Jam Dundee. I'm your wonderful host, who hasn't been hosting very much today, John. My co-host,
Hello, I'm Kieran.
and the technician who stole all of my thunder at the start of the show.
That's me. That's Nathan. That's why I gave you the outro, because I usually do the outro and you usually do the intro.
What is this, Australia?
Well,
I'm not wearing a ground harness. Am I going to fall into the sky?
you might. We're upside down. Woo! You can find us on YouTube at least 4 Prats, on Twitter at 4 Prats, and on Spotify there are our podcasts Nicolas Cage International Treasure and The Latency Lounge, with more to come soon. Thank you for joining us. It's goodbye from us here at the studio.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from Detective Flombax. Goodbye, boys! And it's a goodbye from us at the studio. Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Joe.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Joe.